Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. Play with a controller. You know, I will. In case you, just because you asked, game. I just started with my mouse and keyboard for some reason. We'll grab a controller here. There we go. Welcome back to ye old Dead Cells. Let's change our outfit. Last run we went survival, and I'm trying to remember what we ended up with. I was going to start with a baseball bat build in, oh my god, look at how many outfits there are, my lord, and there's still some to unlock. I was playing some bonk baseball bat in, you know, to celebrate me actually having played through Katana Zero and Hotline Miami. And then, what did we have on that survival run? We replaced it with a pair of scissors, and then we went... I don't remember the weapon that we had. It was like a legendary weapon. Oh, it was Oven Axe. Double axes. Oven Axe, Boy's Axe. I remember now. All right, all right. Why don't you give me the, maybe Mutineer outfit? Oh, that looks terrible. I could be a servant, but I really want to have a new head. I mean, we could be Katana Zero Man himself. But I want an outfit that has a good look to it. We'll do Triumph outfit. It's one of the Boss Rush outfits, I think. It kind of looks like a collaboration of the other outfits. Like it's got the halo from the Queen and like the pants from the Giant and the chest plate from the Concierge or something. It looks like a very strange outfit, but that's okay. So I took like the first 2 minutes of this run just thinking about outfits. I gotta look pretty for the run. Dracula outfit could be fun as well, but we'll do this one. What do I like? What's my favorite weapons out of this loadout here? Serenade and the double knock or multi-knock bow is extremely great. Hayabusa gauntlets are fine. Throwing axes, not so much. Hook, not so much. Comb sucks. Shark, very slow, doesn't do that much damage. I think out of all of this, I mean, how can I not do Yeet Bow? The comb, you know, we'll use the comb until we find a better weapon, but I very much want to find a better weapon because the comb is not a good weapon. It's one of those weapons where it's got a lot of good in theory, like, oh, in theory, we can, well, I gotta kill these things. In theory, you can get guaranteed crits on the insert boss name here, but in practice, it's just a little slow. It doesn't do that much damage. Usually, well, in a lot of biomes, you're fighting enemies with low roofs, and if you're fighting enemies with low roofs, you can't knock them into the air. I've done a lot lately in Dead Cells of trying to play around with new items that I don't normally use. That's one of them that I still can't figure out how to utilize properly. How do you use the comb? I understand completely the scissors. I picked up the scissors and I'm like, I understand completely. You kill the rat and you kill the elite at the same time. You know, it's good for certain biomes like the graveyard. Lots of rats in the graveyard. Comb? What am I supposed to do if there's a low ceiling? Dumb. Hyjul says, the other bow is a bit trash. The other bow, the multi-knock bow? Multi-knock bow is actually really good. It's got surprisingly decent damage. I really like the legendary multi-knock bow, which is double shots, because with barbed tips, you're firing 6 arrows at a time. You basically have to take the ammo mutation, though. And Yeet Bow, I've used Yumi's bow a lot recently. There's a reason for that. It's such a fun weapon. I absolutely love throwing enemies into other enemies and just saying, get away from me. Get away from here. Absolutely love it. And, you know, my boyfriend here, that's not how I meant to say that. My friend who is a boy here, that also doesn't sound very good. My little mushroom here, that also, You know, I'm just gonna shut up for a minute. My mushroom friend here loves to see ya. No, my little pushback mushroom boy with the little bow tie on and everything. You know, nothing I say is gonna make this sound acceptable. I don't care if he knocks enemies away from me, because that's exactly what I'm doing anyways. You know, there's some runs of this game where you need to hit the enemy if it's like a tombstone. You can't be rolling Mushroom Boy with a tombstone. You have to plan what enemy gets lethaled with precision. Same thing with the scissors. You know, you have to plan for enemies to be killed with the scissors in a specific order so that you can get the combo kill. Try to do that with Mushroom Boy, and he's gonna kill all your enemies, preventing you from getting the AoE explosion out there. Well. All right. Also, great bow to use against elites, as long as there's a ledge next to you. That's amazing. Poisons enemies that wounds you. I mean, you know what I like? We could go sewers on this one. Lots of cramped spaces, perfect for the bow. Ludwig says, my boy toy. You know? I wouldn't say it like that either. Disposable says, how would you go about buffing the comb if it was up to you? I don't know, not make it do an aerial thing, which is meaningless many, many times in this game. I don't know how I would change the comb to make it better. I don't know if you can fix it, but then again, do you have to fix it? Like, you can have weapons in this game and items that are not perfect, that have limited use cases. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, why don't, hold on. I'm rolling a dice here in my head, mentally speaking. Why don't we go to the Arboretum, and next time we get survival, we'll go to the sewers. I always go tactic sewers, survival Arboretum, mostly because of the boss. You know, against the Conjunctivius, if you have like a magic missile, you obliterate him. If you have traps, you obliterate the tentacles. Against the nest, you just want to do a lot of rough damage. I wonder if Yumi's bow works on Nest Boss. I think it does. And, you know, we'll mix it up a bit. We'll go the alt path, the inverse path. Now, we could also go Dracula's Castle, but I don't know. Dracula's Castle, it's a little dull for a floor, you know? I wish that I could go, like, from Dracula's Castle to somewhere else. But once you're in, you're locked in forever, you know? Like, once you go there, not being able to go to the prison doesn't matter, because you get the scroll back from the second biome. But you're locked into fighting that Dracula boss, but I just want to fight him like after the ramparts or something, you know? I want to have a reason to go to these other biomes. All right, we'll go Knife Storm on this one. Hi, Joel says, want to know the most scroll route? You actually get the same number of scrolls every route. What changes is scroll fragments. So when you go to the sewers and ancient sewers and insufferable crypt, that is the most scroll fragments you can get in the route. Then you want to go slumbering sanctuary, cavern, giant for the most scroll fragments. And by the time you hit the giant fight, if you go that path, you'll probably have like an extra 1.5 scrolls, something like that. So, yeah, that's actually a very good Yumi spell. You hear that sound? I think someone's using a drill in the basement. Hard to tell. I just hear a ring. Dun, 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 dun. Comb could be a hard-hitting bleed weapon without the upwards throw. Bleed. If you're using a comb and you're causing bleed, I think you're doing it wrong. Hard-hitting. If it's hard hitting, then it kind of sounds like you're talking about like a combo. That was stupid. Like survival brutality weapon, which I guess it could be. I'm trying to think. How would I? How would I buff the comb or change it? I mean, you could increase the damage, of course. That's one thing. You know, I'm just gonna let you sit there for a minute and just have a fun time. Having a fun time. Oh, I'm not gonna hit you with that. How would I? Yo, the cannonball can ricochet and then hit another enemy. That's incredible. Also, is there a legendary here? I'm incredibly disappointed. We've talked about it before, but early legendaries are not fantastic, although it is a torch, which is interesting. Hey. What? You know what I would like to see from the comb? I would like to see the comb kind of kick enemies up in front of you where they stay for like a second. Maybe that would make it too strong, but I find it very hard to hit with the comb. Enemies, they get tossed up because they're very light, will fall very quickly, and you've got to time your attack to hit them. A little finicky. You know, certainly we could buff the damage, but that's an easy fix. It's not a clever fix. I'd like to think of a clever fix. Something that makes the weapon, I can't say really more unique, because it's already like pretty unique. You know, the bright side of having this is that it's a very good melee weapon. And enemies are getting inflicted with double fire stacks from everything that this torch does. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage indeed. I like it. You wanna know why I like it? Because the torch is really it's a support weapon. It's there to light enemies on fire so that you do more damage to them. It's not there to be like your primary weapon. For me, the primary weapon right now is Yeet Bow. Clong, 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 clong. Gogopod says, don't get me sucked into reading all of the quotes in the quote system because I will. There's a lot of quotes. What I wish that Twitch quote systems did is that I wish that they would make like a clip of the quote in context. Because I think quote systems, they're fun, and you can take things out of context, but sometimes you want to know what the context is. Yeah, I like this so far. If I'm gonna get a legendary early, I'm glad it's the torch. Although, you know, ironically, this is one of those runs where, like, on this path, we're not gonna be able to use it on the nest boss at all. I mean, we didn't know that going down to the floor, of course, but also, come on, video game. Keep giving me fire weapons when you have me fight a boss that's immune to fire. It's fair, though, because the boss is not immune to electricity. In fact, takes more damage from electricity. Yeah, we might have to find another weapon between now and there, but I definitely want to keep our torch. And I guess when things have double stacks, we should definitely just be hitting enemies and then running away, I guess. I don't know. Having said that, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, I played a run like that recently. It was called networking, and I said I didn't like it. I feel like I did not give networking a fair shake. but I think the build that I had just didn't go well with it. That's that is a legitimate curse chest. Do you see that? Man, I have not seen one of these on this floor in a long time. The crowbar. Do you think Nest Boss is a beast? He's kind of a beast. He's a beast of a tick. All right. This is where it gets a little dangerous. A little dangerous. Okay. I'm going a little slow here, but that's kind of intentional. What I do not want to do is go through a trap room just to get access to one trap that I'm just gonna sell anyways. So why don't we move along home and how many enemies do we have to kill? 3? You know what? There's 2 on the left here and then 1 upstairs. Camera. I need to be able to see. This is incredibly important. Got him. 1 more. Also, there was a baguette. And there's 2 enemies far left, so just keep running, and you know what? Get that taken care of right there. Let's go. Clonk. I mean, I can pretty much kill everything with just 1 whack of the fire stick here. Looks like a beast to me, says Ross said, almost certainly. If conjunctivius is, I don't see how a giant tick would not be, says Connie. One of the patches, I forget which one, did make it so that Dracula was a beast. Makes sense. I think it was Dracula Phase 2, though. Ding-dong! What do we got? We got a shop, a few more random enemies to kill, some food, a back door, another door. Still have a lot to explore around here. CocoPot says, is there a great quote? I time-stamped on your YouTube video, the context of delivery is what made it special. If I wrote it out here, it wouldn't seem special. Special is subjective, I suppose. That's kind of why I just wish there was a context system. Weapons. I would like maybe new weapons. Oh, dude, the Bible would be very good on the tick. But if we've got a crowbar already, maybe we'll just use the crowbar. Exclamation mark context. I do see the alchemic carbine. We don't have extra damage on poisoned targets, but it's a great weapon. Cross is pretty good against tick. You can just throw it and then it'll just spin to win. Vampire Killer is a synergy with the torch. It's a pretty good synergy with the torch too. Light him on fire and then, well, not eat him, but light him on fire and then smack him with the whip. A little bit better with the, what's the throwing stick one? Firebrand than with the torch. I feel like we've done Vampire Killer recently, but I know we've done Yumi recently, and I know we've done Alchemic Carbine recently, but I still really like the Carbine, but the Torch is legendary, so it's a little bit more interesting for like the future play. Let's reroll. See what we get. Parry Shield is good, but not what we're taking, and then this is just nothing. Magic Missile is what we would want if we were going to fight the Conjunctivius, but we're not fighting Conjunctivius, are we? Let's do some of these back doors. One of these should be the cell back door. Oh, this is actually just lore back door. So this one down here must be the cell back door, because I don't think we found the cell room yet. I was gonna say, that's A bad jump. You know what? Let's eat some food. You know what's interesting is that it seems like the fire on the ground. Well, there's an elite. Seems like the fire on the ground also inflicts double stacks of burn. I thought it was just gonna be from the torch, but that's not how it works. And I thought that because in the past I've had people say that Alchemic Carbine, when it says double stacks, it's really just for the prime shot. Bogopod says, I just came here to resubscribe. Goodbye, Abe and friends. Have a good night. Also, you didn't resubscribe. But you're still subscribed, so I don't know what that means. But have a good night. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's finish off some of the looting. Whoa! Yeah, I saw it a little too late. All right, that wipes you. It wasn't even a little too late. It was very much too late. Sinew slicer, bleeding. I mean, I guess we could roll double traps. It's not bad. But I kind of like the knife dance for a little bit of crowd control. You know, if we get surrounded, we can just go pop. I will also say that having Yeet Bow, even if it's like the base level version, really makes me want to go and fight the servants. It's just such a fun fight. Does anyone else do that in Dead Cells? Do you go to bosses that you are specifically strong against, or do you, when you start a run, say to yourself, I'm gonna go over here, and then you go and do that? Like, I wanna go and fight the giant, and then no matter what you get on your run, you go to fight the giant. I imagine that probably wouldn't work very well, but I'll admit, I come into Dead Cells, and I say to myself, you know what, let's just start here. I plan for like the first boss, and then I just want to see where the game takes me, basically. Segas Jr. says, depending on what I'm trying to do. I suppose I'm in a very unique position where I don't have to do anything in Dead Cells. I'm literally just playing the game for fun. Oh my god, who would do such a thing? I know. Is Gilded Yumi affected by ammo? Because it doesn't say it's not affected by ammo, but I know you can never get +3 ammo on it. Maybe Gilded Yumi can be doubled? You know what? Yumi, Dead Cells. Tags, has bullets ranged, limited ammo, unlock in public event, ammo does not stick to victims. That's why it comes back very quickly. So I think ammo will work for it. Oh, I'm also on the wrong wiki. Damage was doubled in version 3.0. Interesting. Limited ammo, unlocked. Let me look at another ranged weapon. What do I know doesn't stack with ammo? Boomerang doesn't stack with ammo. Tags, no ammo perk is a tag. So I think ammo would work with the Yumi, and I feel like that's a very good thing to grab. Let's grab it. Oh, it gets 3 ammo instead of 2. That's still pretty good. And then if we get another ammo-based like primary weapon, we'll have 3 shots instead of 2. It almost can go infinitely, It is very much dependent on how far away that arrow is when it comes back to you, though. Okay, 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 okay. Hygel says, sometimes I say, in this run I want to kill the Scarecrow with survival. I suppose that's the, that's certainly the rub. Where if you have a very specific target in mind. Wings of the Crow. Not a huge fan. That's probably like next up on my list of Abe needs to try to figure out how to utilize one of these weapons, and will use it until he manages to make it stick. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, things are dying, it just takes a minute. I like that it carries the grenade bat as well. It's so good. And then there's you, and then you're dead, and then we're clear to go. See ya. It's the see ya bow. You see it and they're gone. Ooh, thank you for the key. I need that for loot. Sometimes it could be a little bit better at actually killing things, you know? Actually, having extra ammo makes this a lot better. I mean, definitely and clearly, but I can just fire it more absent-mindedly without caring about the fact that I literally have exactly 2 ammo, you know? That's obvious, but it matters a little bit because it wouldn't be able to kill things with some of these enemies with just 2 ammo. Like this guy, for instance, he requires 3 shots. Whoa, 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 whoa. See ya. I'm gonna have to do a massive backtrack here. Oh, that's a lot of fire stacks. No! I don't know why you didn't attack me. We're gonna have to do a massive backtrack here looking for the loot that we've certainly left behind. No. Oh, Jesus! How are you not dead yet? Just got... I love them getting yeeted and then they're also just like firing bombs as they go. It's so good. Well, that was very silly. There's another like enemy up there keeping everything invisible. We're gonna have to do another little backtrack in a second here. What do we have? Morass! Ossuary. We could go Ossuary. I mean, Ossuary with, you know, going up against the... What is the name of the enemy? The boss. The big man. Not Conjunctivius, the other one. Bridge Boss. Going up against Bridge Boss, we can just push Bridge Boss. We could bully him to an absurd degree, which honestly sounds like a lot of fun. Connie says, the free biomes not having flawless doors is pretty nice. You don't have to restart if you get hit. You know, there's an easy way of not having to restart if you get hit. You should just have the cursed sword equipped. If you're worried about that, well, there's an easy solution. Speedrunners hate this one trick. Maybe they actually love it, I don't know. I'm here. I'm gonna take the millisecond to just go walk up there to see if we found it. I left way too much stuff behind. Okay, there's a lot of enemies here that I ran right past. I will eat the food. We'll take 2 shots. If I'm hitting you up against the wall, I can kill you in 2. And there's nothing else here. There's a whole lot of nothing on this floor, unfortunately. Let's go for tactics. You know, the electric whip is kind of interesting for the nest. You know, in theory, this can be used to just constantly electrify him and keep getting those crits out, but... And of course, machete pistol. I can't wait. Oh, let's go! I can't wait to get another machete pistol that is just pistol. Victims freeze nearby enemies, slows down enemies, plus damage against slowed down targets, cannot be interrupted, plus 20% damage. We go from level 4 to level 8. It's perfect. The only way this could be better is if it also gave you even more ammo, but, well, there's a reason I took the ammo mutations for that 3rd shot. I'm surprised you only get 1 shot, though, instead of 2. Would it be too strong? Probably. So that's probably why they do it. Sorry for missing you. Dun, dun, dun. Whip's a good weapon. Here's the thing about the electric whip for me. I don't think it's that good of a weapon, so I don't really want to grab it. Owl could be pretty decent. 414 DPS. Eh. You know, the electric whip, I really just don't think it's particularly amazing. I think that the electric whip has very low damage, but I might be thinking of the old electric whip before it really got the electric effect around it, before electricity became a status effect. Let's go to the morass. Admittedly, this is a very good run for bridge boss, I think, but let's stick with our original plan here. So, Gilded Yumi. I don't think it needs an upgrade quite yet. We will upgrade something else. Segas Jr. says, yes, I believe the electric whip did get major buffs at some point. Well, when electricity became a mechanic, it got buffed, because now it applied to damage over time. But the damage, because it's such a fast weapon and the damage over time doesn't stack, it still feels a little bit underwhelming. It's more of a crowd control weapon than anything else, I feel. I guess we want Tranquility. Plus damage if there's no enemies near you, because in most situations we're shooting from a distance. Now, I don't think this will apply well against the boss, because we're not going to be far away from the boss. We're going to be up close. Unfortunately, as I've just noticed, Gilded Yumi does not have enough knockback for these guys. That is a little unfortunate, but you know what? That's okay. Oh, get over here. Get over here. This is our food shop? If so, it's a very early food shop. You don't normally see those enemies around here. Ding, 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 ding. It is the food shop, so I like finding that early. If we hit disengagement, we can just, Whoa, I didn't even see you there, you jerk. If we hit disengagement, we can just go grab some HP. So you know the general strategy here. We're trying to go at a pace, looking for the cursed chest. We're trying to not aggro as many enemies as possible so that we actually have enemies that we can kill on the way back. Long hallway. It is the curse chest. We got plenty of time, plenty of enemies. This is good for us. Better cannon as well. Just gotta be careful of the teleporting biters. It's the only thing that can really ruin us right now. Yeah. Ooh. Gotta be a little careful too. And by a little careful, I mean insanely worried at all times. That's a surprise. There we go. Curse lifted. I feel alive. Hey, come here. Went into my cannon, you idiot. Reason why we're so malazed up, we're going relatively fast, but the reason why we're so malazed up is I did eat 1 or 2 infected food on the run. I already forgot how many, but. I am not at all surprised. Just some meat. Just some meat bags. And I'm not talking about humans. He turned. After he got the exclamation mark over his head, he turned his shot. What a trooper. Nope. I hate you guys so much. I need my combo kills. I need my 60. Wow, that was a scroll and an amulet. That was pretty good. Amulet's 3 levels of tactics. Drastically reduces our HP. But you know what? HP isn't everything. It's more like damage is. That fire does a good job of killing these worms. I should be using it more often as traps. All right. And he says, just don't get hit. Hey, I'm at 32 now. Try not to get hit, but these enemies, they're better at hitting me than I am at avoiding getting hit, unfortunately. I had level 1 brutality. That's kind of absurd. Level 1 brutality. No wonder I had no HP. Dude, I'm loving the torch. It is absolutely, completely destroying enemies in one hit, constantly. All right, let's see how this goes now. You know what? That was a lot faster. Then again, I was using the torch instead of the Yumi's bow, which can't even apply any knockback to those guys. There was a lot of stuff over there. I've never seen that kind of generation before. I feel like that's been happening more to me recently. Like, what the heck? Dude, Yumi's bow firing an arrow backwards is lovely. Hey, come here. Let's see what we have here. Random skills. You know what? Lightning rods could be pretty good for the electricity effect. That's not bad. Great Owl is also like, it's just very consistent damage, you know? There's a ground with oil that burns when destroyed. Cannon. Knife Dance Bleed, 16-second cooldown. Could grab the Owl. Victims freeze nearby enemies when they die, plus damage against a poison target. Shots pierce, spreads oil, plus damage on a burning target. You know, we do burn. Maybe we want the Owl here. Get rid of the Knife Dance. It's got a 35-second on angering it, too. We don't poison. Burns the ground when destroyed, spreads oil. Doesn't have extra damage on a burning target. That's probably a skip. Da, 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 da. Polo power, Poyo. Card, magnetic grenade. How would we roll barricade? I don't think there's anything that we want at a barricade except, you know, just don't get hit. Plus damage against a poisoned target. Apparently the owls really like it when there's poisoned targets. I guess that is a tactics thing. Heavy turret instead of the cannon trap. It's the same DPS, so I don't think it necessarily matters. Although you do more damage when you're near the heavy turret. I don't know, I think it's roughly the same either way. All right. This is a quick floor, honestly. We're done. We're out. And we can get back up to full health before we leave too. For the low price of about $4 grand. You want to be near anything with tranquility. Well, we can be near the turret. And how we would do it, I think, is we would have the turret between us and the enemy. So it's shooting, stunning, knocking enemies back, and then we're behind the turret just throwing our arrows in there. But I don't know if Yumi will even work on the nest. I think I've tried this before, but I don't remember the outcome of the test. I want to kill these guys. I don't remember the outcome of can we actually push the boss back or not. I don't remember. So we'll figure it out. Just going up here to the teleporter. And there's more food for when we leave. Because this is a food lore room. A food lore room! Which we're not gonna eat it because it's poisoned and we're at full health, but we can recycle it. All right, nest it is. Are we done? We're done. We've been to the shop. There's nothing really that I want to buy. Well, we bought the owl already. There's no other weapons for sale. We've already bought the Yumi. Oh, and the theory is that we're gonna use crowbar. If it's a beast, this will be very good for us. Okay. Hold on. How does tranquility work? Plus damage if there's no enemies near you. So it's what it is not is plus ranged damage when there's no enemies near you. It's just plus damage. Actually, Sonic Carbine barbed tips would be very good here. It's a good weapon in general, but I like what we have right now. Yeah, so tranquility buffs your damage at all times. I wonder if there's any way to really synergize with survival or brutality. Probably not brutality. Survival, there are crossbows, I guess. Could roll those. Crossbows, maybe, I don't know, the range of the scissors is probably not high enough. No, I'll keep it like this. Whoa, 2 tentacles in a row? There goes my flawless attempt. All right, I don't have to care quite as much now. That's the worst case scenario, of course. And you are a beast. And the cannon does a very good job of staggering you. Oh, Jesus. I'll say it. It's been bad tentacle RNG. Not tentacle, really, but it's been bad tentacle RNG. Two right on top of each other? I think not. Freak jerk. Doesn't matter how much your damage is, if 2 tentacles come up one right after another and you're just dodge rolling in a corner, you're gonna get hit. You can avoid it with a shield. I know you can. I never take a shield here. Firebrand or torch? I mean, the torch does way more damage, but you've got to be closer. We'll roll torch because it's legendary, and we'll get rid of the lightning rod as well. Cutty stabby bits RNG. Yeah, it's not a tentacle, it's a claw. But, you know, it just reminds me so much of the Watcher fight. With the tentacles coming up out of the ground, that my brain just goes tentacles, even though it's literally not a tentacle. Alright, I want legendaries, because they're fun. I should probably stop coming to the Fractured Shrines, but can you blame me? It's an interesting level design. You've got that cursed chest, which is always a little bit tense. But you also have the possibility of getting really like cool, interesting legendaries that can synergize with your run. Probably get the HP, but we can get that later. Okay, so that is gonna be... Oh wait, we haven't gotten to the cursed chest yet. No reason to really think about this too much. Okay, so from the cursed chest, I want to leave those falling platforms there. This is the only thing that we have to worry about in that case. That's not a bad path up. You've got to go. You've got to go. You've got to go. You've got to go. I hate to say it, but you've got to go, and 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 you've got to go. I think now we can go get that cursed chest, though. Malaise tiers increase. We got plenty of time. That was risky. Rased says, I can blame you and you can't stop me. I can try. Is that a crit sword? Or if you're cursed, 12,000 DPS. I don't want to, jinx it, but I haven't died to this in a long time. I haven't died to cursed chests in a long time. Well, since we stopped doing banks. Just wait. I broke a door. It's okay. Would rather not fight the elite. That being said, oh! We killed him. Cold-blooded guardian deceased. I panicked for a second there. Is there a door? There is a door. It's important because there's probably enemies beyond the door. There's not enemies beyond the door, okay. I'd rather not fight the big guy either. Is there another door on the opposite side, but we've got to go through the elite to get there? I mean, kind of hate it, but if it works, it ain't stupid, right? I've heard that before, I think. Oh! I didn't want to fall into that guy. 2 enemies. Zero enemies. All right. It's like, don't be another cursed chest, please. I don't think cursed chests can be beyond doors. I think they used to be able to be behind doors. What do we have? Oh my god, it's the nunchakus. Burns the enemy. Well, if we wanted combo, bumps enemies, keeps them away from us so we can hit them with the bow. Stun duration up 50%. Now, is that 3 seconds plus 50% or 4.5 seconds plus 50%? I think it's 3 seconds plus 4.5%. This is interesting. It's a tough choice. The Panchucks, I've got the torch already to light enemies on fire. Panchucks is more of a brutality thing with combo, which I think is not the run that we're rolling. You know, I'm just trying to get some like burn tactics going on here. Panchucks are pretty fun though. I haven't used them in a long time though. 10,000 DPS. I mean, our bow still does more damage. Wave of Denial is no damage, basically. I don't see this being useful. I really don't. I mean, it's good. If it was an upgrade, I would definitely take it. But the stun grenade is kind of interesting. Stun duration up. We can stun enemies, maybe bosses, and just shoot them with the bow a few times. Bosses are not going to get stunned for a long time, but this might enable us to do some additional damage, especially if we can light them on fire. I think this is a situation to try the stun grenade, believe it or not. And I'm gonna take it over the turret there. That's an extremely tough choice though, because none of those were particularly great. Like, none of those were damage items. This is all just like utility garbage. Oh, there goes disengagement. We'll go get food. What were you? Don't kill me on the way out the door. Please don't kill me on the way out the door. I would be very sad about that. Paroglyphs is fun. Like, I would probably take a glyphs if it had showed up. Dude, Marksman's Bow is incredible. It should give you a shield. Nope. But disengagement activated for a second time, I think? I have no idea what's happening. Oh my god. What? When you go through the door, the game thinks it's disengagement? Disengagement. You go through a door. Disengagement comes off of cooldown. You really think that they would fix the bugs with disengagement, you know, when they wrote the text to go along with it, but apparently not. Apparently, the game thinks a biome is a door. Well, strangely enough, disengagement is now stronger than it was before. That's incredible. I'm not gonna cheese it, but it is something that can't really be controlled. Like, I gotta go through doors to, like, loot. That's how the game works. It is very funny, though. Fixing bugs isn't real, grappling hook is still bugs, says Ross said. Are you referring to the bug where when you grapple enemies, they'll teleport away from you back onto the platform that you grappled them off of? Because that's been in the game since forever. Actually, I don't know of any other real grappling hook bugs. That's the one that I notice. Oh, Rossad says it still doesn't get affixes. Yeah, the only thing it has is arrows come back to you, I think. That's the only affix that I've noticed. I didn't know if that was a bug or not. But it is weird when you get like a level 12 grappling hook and it's like, yeah, I mean, it buffs your damage, but that's about it. Okay, that was weird. By the way, disengagement. It's okay, all we need to do is find a door. You know what? This is a little dangerous, admittedly. This is the end of the level, I think. Which means I have to go back to the shop to buy food. Hey, at least we're alive. Well, we still have to make it inside the building. All right. Hey, you. Hey, disengagement's back. We don't need to buy food. No, I'll buy the food. Well, if only there was a boss that had doors. I doubt it's gonna come off of cooldown when you teleport on the spoiler fight, though. I don't know why I'm going the long way. This is very dumb and completely unnecessary, and I got hit. But hey, that's okay. We have disengagement later. Just throwing some HP away. You know, this is the disengagement tax. I should really also be using this more. I took it. It's just not gonna be, you know, necessary often, this grenade. It does spread oil though. Oh, and there's a scroll. Hold on. Ow! It's okay, disengagement came back. It went through a door. Portal? Oh my god, I didn't notice. Hold on. What the heck? There's a portal somewhere? I can never find the portals in this floor. They're too freaking colorful. Portal. Okay, I want to see if I can find where it was. Is it up here, maybe? Over here? Hmm. Am I gonna have to backtrack for it? I might have to backtrack a little bit for it. Let's see. Portal, portal, portal. I'm assuming it can't be on the walkway. Oh my god, it's right there. Thank you, ProS96. I would not have seen it. Well, I mean, I literally ran by it. You know I didn't see it. Downward smash attacks. Well, we should have picked it up for the HP. Oh, but it doesn't matter. We have disengagement and we're at 15% anyways. Because disengagement is perpetual now. Now the real question is it still on a cooldown? I have enabled color assist because those portal wall stuff is really hard to see otherwise. I've played with and without that. It does make it a lot easier to see, absolutely. Oh. I do like I don't know, a part of me likes having to pay attention for those. You know, that's a reward. That's a reward for paying attention, even if it is hard to see. Rased says, I have that enabled and I still miss them sometimes. I like they have a lot of game options. Yeah, the accessibility update that they put into Dead Cells, they added in so many of those types of color options, making enemies have like a big thick outline around them, which I still haven't enabled, but I should. Because that one just adds a nice little visual flair to everything. Maybe I'll do that next run. Didn't know that was an option they added. You should check out the accessibility options. There's options for everything! I don't really want any new skills right now. Although the owl, I guess for the owl, I would like to have maybe a turret to go along with it. Turret's a bit old school. I use it all the time, but I like the turrets. What boss are we gonna be fighting? I don't know. Probably, Timekeeper. We fought the Scarecrow a few times recently, but I think the Timekeeper is what I want. We've got a good bow for it, and gives us an opportunity to go to like the Sepulcher, I think. Done a bunch of Cavern recently. We're at 0 malaise. I think I'm going to, he's gone. Grab the food. For 1 level of malaise, I'll grab it. Although we really don't need it, especially with the current disengagement. More like glitch-gagement. Oh-ho! Aha! All right. That's most everyone anyways. Let's get out of here. Dun 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 dun. Sorry. Majagus says, I only bought Dead Cells last month. I knew they had all the options. I wonder, did you buy Dead Cells because of the DLC? Were you like, oh, I love Castlevania, I gotta play some Dead Cells? Or was it like, man, I've heard good things about this game and it got another update, okay, we'll go try it out. Like, what was your reason for checking out this game? I'm curious. Where are we? Yeah, I think we go Sepulcher on this one. Although we could go Clock Tower, but we gotta save that for Dracula's Castle anyways. Well, I mean, technically we don't. We could go Clock Tower, just Clock Tower, Clock Room. You know, it's an incentivized biome. It seems like the incentivized biomes have been reset in the past patch, because it's not just giving me Derelict Distillery all the time. So you know what? If it's incentivized, let's do Clock Tower. We're gonna fight Clock Boss anyways, why not, right? I heard about Dead Cells from a friend, saw streamers play it. After that friend of mine said, this is hard, here, play this, I was hooked. Ah, so you tried before you buyed. I can appreciate that. I wonder if you can play a demo of Dead Cells. I don't know if it has a demo. Yep. God, I hate these enemies, though. I'm not gonna say this is my least favorite floor because I think I've died more on the promenade over the past, like, 2 years than literally any other floor. But Clock Tower has invisible enemies, these mortar guys, leaping cannibals, the shielders, The teleporters. Nothing personnel kid attitude. It's got like, every enemy here is annoying in its own right. You know, I pine for the simple days of, oh, this is just a zombie that attacks you 3 times, and when you saw those in the prisoners' quarters, you were like, what? This game is so hard? Now you gotta worry about minions that are themselves made out of clock parts, dropping bombs at your feet. I don't wanna deal with that. Nonsense, that S is hard. Bought the game on my own and bought all the DLC, only not the Dracula DLC. I guess the other DLCs were probably a lot cheaper, huh? Because they've been out for a while. I have not been using my torch like at all recently. The jumping guys dropping bombs when they jump is such a dick move. They only drop the bomb when they dodge. So basically, if you're behind them, they'll use it as a maneuver move, but when they leap at you, they don't drop the bomb, but it is very annoying. You know, another reason why anything that's like acrobat pack is really nice against them, because you can just kind of roll out of the way yourself. Shoot their bomb back at them. Killing deck! The DPS on that is a complete lie, because it's higher than it actually should be. I will take Gilded Yumi. Critical hits plus 30%. Double damage against targets covered in burning oil. That's Grenade Torch. Yo, we've got a good damage synergy here. Dracula wasn't out yet. Wasn't out last month? When did Dracula DLC come out? It was like March, right? Early March? So it's been like a month and a half. I guess, you know, last month is more than just 30 days. Last month is 50 days. No. Jackman says they had a bundle for Dead Cells, except for the Castlevania, on the PS5, like a year ago. Wonder if they had that again. Dude, I have no HP. I have 2,000 HP. He did not get stunned. Like, just swapping to this amulet more than doubles my HP because I have 2 and 3 as my stats. Good God. If the boss breathes on me, I'm dead. Tactics, boys. Tactics, and also lots of scrolls that didn't force me to go for HP. I mean, even my amulet's not giving me any. I've had 3 scrolls over the whole run so far that forced me to take health. Really, those guys don't get knocked back, huh? I searched last month was 22nd of January. What'd you ask? Google GP? Okay. Okay, reveal secret walls. That is very handy, but we should have probably equipped it. I searched for my buy date on Steam. Oh, so when you said you bought it last month, really what you meant was 3 months ago. Now it all makes sense. Hey, you know what? We're tactics though. Just never get hit and we'll be fine. Or rather, if we get hit, just go through a door, and then we'll be fine. We've uncovered the secrets of this game. Hey. This is my elevator. Not yours, son. Should probably go for a shield at some point, and take Armadillo back. You don't get knocked back either. Apparently my arrow, like, just didn't work or something. Hate those guys. It's a lore door? Maybe there's anything... Is there anything beyond lore door here? No, it's just sword door. The sensation like I'm floating. The sensation again, like I'm floating, as if everything was speeding up and slowing down at the same time. Sort of makes you feel like puking, right? There's a low-quality amulet. Swords seem to be floating, but when I touch them, they feel solidly in place. Unfortunately, they're too big for me to be able to use them. When do we get the new DLC where we actually get to wield that sword? I mean, I'm wielding a pair of scissors that's probably larger. Not on this run, but it can be. You know, I guess we'll get a better owl. Plus damage against a target covered in burning oil, spreads oil. Seems amazing. Yeah, let's get it. So we definitely have a small possible fire synergy here, where if we can really make it shine, we're gonna be doing an incredible amount of damage to enemies. With the stun grenade stunning, we should be able to get in there and smack even bosses. Da-da-da. Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun playing Dead Cells. Majaga says, also that bell secret, F that. So I knew about that bell secret because, well, when I played Dead Cells, I looked for secrets, basically. But when I came back to Dead Cells in the Queen and the Sea DLC, I actually got the bell secret accidentally. I just played the game, and the bells that I found were in order. I took the right path by accident, accidentally hit the bells, and as I was doing it, I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna get the bell secret accidentally, and then I did. It was very amusing. And that's not skill based. It's not like, look how cool of a gamer I am. It's more like, that was just dumb. It was a dumb thing to experience. You know, we gotta go back up there. I don't want to have to go through the jumping traps though. Connie says, I got it by accident, didn't know it existed. It's one of those things where there was a locked door on the floor, everybody do the dinosaur, and there's a bunch of bells with numbers on them, and I said to myself, you know what, it's either ascending or descending order. You know, I've played video games before, I can sense the secret. Random weapons. I guess if we get a better bow. What do we got here? Spreads oil, double damage on targets covered in burning oil. 35,000 DPS, that's not that much. But the damage is 1,000 DPS for 15 seconds. We don't need the crowbar. I think we want a shield. Thought it might have been a mimic. Now, with burning synergies, it is tempting to go... Oh, we could also go Acrobatapack. We don't have anything that does more damage against poison targets. We don't really care about the poison damage, necessarily. But... Yes, Vampire's Whip is very good against fire, but I'm kind of building my own fire build. Well, I mean... Gilded Yumi still does 80,000, which is pretty good. It's gonna be hard to knock back the boss, but not impossible. And when we get to the servants, it'll be a lot easier, I hope. Well, we are done. Nothing to upgrade, nothing showed up. We still have this torch. Soon, if we find a firebrand, we should grab it because it's gonna do more damage than the torch, but let's get out of here. Let's go fight our boss. I'm coming for you, lady. I was gonna say queen, not the queen. That's someone else. That's another lady at the top of the tower. Wait a minute. Why are all these ladies at the tops of towers? Ladies. Boy's axe. Rooting might be nice for the boss, but I worry that the rooting is gonna keep her locked in place. The heavy turret, do we need to stun? The stun from the heavy turret is actually pretty nice and significant, but the owl does do lots of burst damage, which I think we're gonna roll with that. I want to stun the boss. It's gonna be stun, hit with the torch, and then just immediate. Don't even roll away. Just stun, torch, 3 shots of this. That's the combo. Critical hits up, double damage, burning oil. We have fire and we have oil. Spread oil is on all of our skills. And I know I'm not even using the shield right now, but that's okay. Let's give it a shot. I'd love to flawless this. Why, hello, welcome, based Teddy. How you doing? You're gonna start with the shurikens, so I should shoot you immediately. Okay. I got hit once. Right at the very end? Come on! She fired one shuriken right when I interrupted her and I didn't see it coming. Damn it. I gotta admit, I'm very surprised at the efficacy of this Yumi's bow build on bosses like this. Oh, damn it. If I had to rank my tactics equipment in terms of funness, this is, I think, the most fun tactics item. It's just very satisfying. We have a lot of money. What we should do, and what I'm going to do, is I'm gonna take disengagement, astronomy for damage bonus, and let's see, we could take tranquility. We should take tranquility. It's good. Since when does ammo work on the bow? Here's the secret. It doesn't say that ammo doesn't work on the bow, but it only gives you 1 bullet, not 2. You go from 2 to 3 ammo instead of 2 to 4 like you would expect. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. But I am going to get rid of the ammo mutation since we don't really need it. And I might get rid of gastronomy after this floor, but I haven't decided yet. Teddy says, I've been playing a lot of Gungeon. Thanks to you, I can beat the rat. I've been watching more of your stuff recently. I mean, that's a good thing for me. Thank you. There's been a lot, I'll acknowledge. I need to record more things and play more things. I've got some Let's Look At's in the queue. Don't worry about that. But I just gotta write the review text for it. But there's been a lot of Dead Cells lately just because people are liking it and I'm liking it. So I hope you like Dead Cells. Yeah, I really should have grabbed the amulet that was easier secrets. Ooh, hello. But that's okay. We don't need the easier secrets. It's just a nice to have. As long as I have, you know, chat helping me see them, we're okay. Oops, hold on. At least I have the owl helping me out when I can't hit an enemy. Dun, 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 dun. See ya. It's hard to use Yumi's bow on those enemies because they don't actually get knocked back very easily. Why are you so strong? You know, I work out. I go to the gym every evening after the stream, you know, pump some iron, take some protein shakes, you know, pretty much that. Yeah, bro, you know, bro, if you don't go to the gym, bro, you're missing out, man. Hey. You dead yet? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Eddie says, I have Dead Cells, but haven't played it too much. Everyone should play more Dead Cells because it's an amazing game. Long. Extra jump in midair. It's actually very good for climbing. Since I only have 2 jumps right now, but... I'm not gonna worry about it too much, I think. Do you even lift, bro? Bro. I hate bro speak. At least it's not leet speak. That's even worse. At least it's not baby speak. Oh my god. Or no, what is it called? Uwu speak? Something? I don't know if it has a name, but you know what I'm talking about. Insert meme here. Stop mocking my culture. It says voice of treason. I went to the gym once, and then COVID happened. And then they all closed down. Wow! Wow, wow, wow! Wow, 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 wow! That's a lot of damage. It's okay though. What I can do is take a quick little jaunt over here and say, hey, door, reset my disengagement, please. I know I said I wasn't gonna do that, but like, I got hit and almost died. So why don't we just do that real quick and then, hey, disengagement's back. Don't blame me, blame the video game developers, you know? Freaking video game devs can't even like program their game correctly. Hey, get out of here. Dun 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 dun. All right, I won't do it again though. That's my only time. Tell you what, if I get hit again and use disengagement, I'll just Alt F4. Yeah, about that cheese. That delicious cheese. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, you know, there's a door right here. So it would have reset on its own anyways. No cheese necessary. Hold on. Nothing over here. All right. Admittedly, though, we do have just no HP. This might be the least health I've had on this floor, or at the very least in a long time. Spreads oil, but the Great Owl has double damage. Anything that I find would have to spread oil and have burning oil damage, I think. Voice of Treason says, is it cheese if I back up my save file after every stage? The real, so here's the real question. Have you ever reloaded the save file? And why? I made a backup of my save file yesterday, I think, but that was because the Hand of the King completely glitched out, and he was gonna kill me. Well, I was just like, the malaise meter was just increasing infinitely. Damn game bugs. Oh, food. Look at that. I reload when I die. You know, Voice of Treason, I'm gonna tell you something. If you pause the game and go to assist mode at the very bottom of the screen, you can turn on various options, such as number of deaths allowed, multiple deaths. Each time you die, you resurrect at the last checkpoint. You don't need to back up your save file, it's built into the game. It'll just do the exact thing that you're talking about, built in. Prevent the vendor mimics from spawning, you can adjust things. I don't even believe that this eliminates achievements. I think you can just turn this on. Oh, I need to disable assist mode again. That's cheating. But copying the save file isn't. Here's the thing, I don't think a reload is cheating. If you necessarily want it to be. You make it so that you have like 5 lives or something, if you really don't want to cheat. But admittedly, if you have infinite lives, every run will be a victory. You could just practice the boss until you succeed, and 5 runs later you're on BC 5. But you can just give yourself a few lives, and that way it's a little bit fair. I don't consider that cheating. Sometimes you just, you know, don't want to try hard quite so much to, you know, beat a video game. I don't know why I fired there. Yeah, it's a single player game, who cares? Play the way you like, the way you want. MacLeod says, I found a mod for Risk of Rain 2 that lets you play as the chef from Risk of Rain 1. I think I've seen that one before, or at least heard of it. The only chef I need is from Endless Dungeon. Dungeon of the Endless, I don't know, I always forget which one's which. You figure that they could create a better naming system for their video games, that's all I'm saying. They're not even calling it 2, they're just swapping the words around. Do you play any competitive games? Not really, the most competitive game I play is Rocket League, and I haven't played that in like years. What do you think, Mimic? Who knows? Dude, a boomerang? Nah, I don't need a boomerang. War Javelin could be interesting, but I don't like the teleportation. Okay. Still a bunch of enemies. No cursed chest, which is good. Guess we'll start here. Pixely, welcome. I see we're yeeting. We're yeeting and we're loving it. Although I do have virtually no HP, and every time I get hit, I hit disengagement. Who needs HP when you can just never die? The moon has to be a specific shade of blue, and it has to be a certain time frame to play Rocket League in a blue moon. I really don't play much. I should play more. What the heck is this? Oh, that's not a rolly secret. Okay. I bet I could please Mud by offering to play some Rocket League at some point. He didn't die to the Yeet bow. That was very interesting. Oh! I see you. We should really equip the owl. I have completely forgotten about my owl friend. Oh my god. Thank you. Pixely says, did disengagement actually get changed or reverted? So, I believe that there was a Dead Cells patch the other day, and they actually broke disengagement in a new hilarious way. So let's back it up a little bit. The original disengagement is that it has a 3-minute cooldown. The new disengagement is supposed to only be used once per biome, but the current disengagement is that if you go through a door, it resets. So, that door with the chest, that door with a lore room behind it, if you just walk through the door, it resets disengagement. So it has a 0 cooldown, in theory, and I find that very hilarious. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, it kind of was buffed. It kind of was. Although I don't know what's gonna happen on a long boss fight. We'll learn. So I know we could get 13% bonus damage. I kind of want to just eat food. And I think I'm gonna swap out gastronomy for ammo again. This floor did not go as well as I would have liked. It just works. All right, stun grenade, Yumi's bow, torch. Nothing against the developers. Programming is a pain. Programming is a pain. You're not wrong about that. So torch, Yumi double damage on oil, Great Owl, oil, and double damage on oil. Stun grenade also applies oil. We've got a lot of different ways of applying oil. We're gonna take disengagement. I think we're gonna take ammo, and I think we're still gonna take tranquility, since we are yeeting enemies away from us. Now, in theory, gastronomy would be really nice for this floor because there's always food. Always 2 food items, but I guess we're not gonna worry about that, are we? Are we? Come on. I got hit once, so the owl left me. Could also just hit you, like the torch does a lot of damage. Let's get the owl back. Taking damage from the fire does count against the flawless if you're trying to go for the flawless, but it's not gonna count against my own personal flawless. Like, internally, I'm like, I did fine. Jesus, that's pretty good. Jade, welcome. How do I get the new weapons? If you're talking about the scissors and the comb, you gotta talk to the NPC who changes your outfit and possibly unlock a lot of the outfits. I don't know. Ace Teddy asks, what's your schedule for Katana Zero? Let me do a quick little alt tab and look. Katana Zero. Browser window refreshed. Gotta scroll down. What's today? Friday? There's a Katana Zero video number 2 going out today. Saturday and Sunday are episodes 3 and 4. So one a day. Bang, bada, bang, bang. Just talk. I don't know the actual requirements for getting the outfits unlocked, but the outfit guy gives you the scissors, and then another NPC in that room gives you the comb. I don't know what the unlock criteria is, but I believe it's having a lot of outfits, so just have a lot of outfits. Well, I burned again, so there goes my owl. I think I burned again. All right, you twerp. That's pretty good. Am I burning? I'm not burning yet. You're still alive, too. Now you're dead. Get that owl back out there. So again, I took like a little bit of burn damage, which caused the owl to go away. Owl is probably not that good for this this climb, but if you're just climbing, the owl is constantly going to be hitting the enemies. Maybe it's actually perfectly acceptable. You know, let the owl do the work for you. I gotta say, this double damage oiled fire Yumi's bow is absurdly great. It burned again, but so you're gone. You're not quite gone. Ow. You're gone. You're gone. I did get hit in there. Get the owl back. It says I got both weapons. I guess you had enough outfits. Nice. Nice! Big heal, let's go. Okay, that's very good. 216,000. Also, you're not on fire, unfortunately. There you go. Yeah, dude, Yumi's bow is incredible on this fight. I love it. Definitely like a new favorite weapon for the lighthouse. I mean, absolutely. Pyrotechnics. Critical hits if the target is covered in oil. It's another way of applying fire at range, which is probably better than the torch. But you know what? Let's keep that legendary torch for the hell of it. Using their own weapons against them. That's right, because Yumi's bow, I always forget it. Yumi's bow is Euterpe's bow. Is that how you pronounce that?
Euterpe.
Yeah, Euterpe. Euterpe's bow, that's her bow, but you don't get... What am I trying to say? Her bow doesn't knock you back, it just does damage, but your version of it knocks enemies back? I don't know. Yeah, Utwerp is my name for her. So we need to get one mutation change here. We just gotta find a mutation to get rid of. I think we'll get rid of... I think I'm gonna get rid of ammo so that we can take Armadillo Pack. Armadillo Pack is probably the strongest mutation against the Queen, so as long as you have ranged attacks, which we do. The plan is for the owl's shots to get absorbed. I don't know if that's how it works, but we'll see. Hello. Yes. Ow. Let's heal up. By the way, I tossed her off of the level. Okay. So, I mean, the plan worked perfectly, and honestly, the owl seems very good against the queen, because she sucks up the owl shots, shoots them back at you, and then if you dodge roll, you just get a shotgun blast with parry shield. My lord. That was fun. That was a fun run. I just love the bow. Like, it's just hilarious. And it surprisingly works against a lot of enemies. The servants, the queen, well, it doesn't do that much damage against the queen. I guess you gotta, like, knock her off the level to do a little bit of damage to her. But, Clock Boss, you know, it works against the Scarecrow to a small degree. Not enough to knock the Scarecrow into the wall, I think, but Clock Boss definitely. It's a fun weapon. I like it. I'm gonna go swap my outfit because as fun as this one was, there's something to be said. There's something to be said for a very classic outfit, especially with the flaming head. It just looks so perfect. Good run. I had a fun time with that one. Yumi's bow is just hilariously lovely. One of my favorite ranged tactics weapons, absolutely. I mean, looking at the rest of these, some of these I never use, like Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt got buffed, I think. More crits and a longer duration until it does self-damage, I think. So maybe that's something we should check out at some point. Peroglyphs I've only used a couple of times. Money Shooter, Situational. A lot of the tactics skills I hate, like Tornado, Poyo Power, Lightning, Wave of Denial, Scarecrow, the Magnetic Grenade over there, Leg Boy. I know it's not a skill, but Tentacle. All the tactics crossbows, except for the one. Like Gilded Yumi, right there. Fun weapon. Hey, for now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel, any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells.